What up, boys? I was actually just about to go to sleep. I brushed my teeth, flossed, did all that good stuff. I had a pretty productive day today. But what I want to talk about today? Today, I want to talk about why drugs are bad. Okay. It is terrifying to me how much drugs everybody does. Like vaping, psychedelics in terms of weed, stuff like that. It's just, it's a lot. I mean, just kind of off rip, like if you do any kind of hard drugs, like if you're hitting like bolo, if you're doing like the ice, yeah, the Breaking Bad shit, if you're hitting that up, bro, you're addicted, bro. You know what I mean? Like if you're doing that or harder, like you are addicted. You just are, like, chemically. And that's just like a fact of life, you know. If you're smoking bud, you could just be habitually addicted. Burning like hundreds of dollars a month on it, crazy. If you're vaping, yeah, you're sacrificing your lungs to like the molasses and the vapes. They used to make the vape juice. It's kind of over, guys. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of doomed. I mean, if you're drinking, like drinking's pretty bad too. You can drink and not be chemically addicted to drinking, at the very least. You shouldn't drink either, but if you can do it sparsely, I guess it's okay. I suppose it'd be okay with bud too, but I guess I smoke bud sparsely, but I'm not very normal. I'm kind of a control freak. But what I really wanted to talk about was psychedelics, because there's a lot of hard drugs that you can go, oh, that's bad. There are the legal drugs like alcohol and cigarettes, and you can go, oh, that's bad. You can look at bud and you can be like, meh, kind of bad, right? The thing that people always try to justify is they try to justify shrooms, LSD, DMT, and research chemicals. If anybody is trying to sell you an LC of any kind, we're talking about 2CB, we're talking about M-Bome. If you see any of that kind of stuff, you need to leave, bro. You need to get out of there ASAP. If somebody's talking about trying to give you Pure L, they're probably not giving you Pure L. It's probably not that. So watch out for that. In terms of shrooms as well, like let's say everything goes perfectly. Let's say you get your Pure L or you get your shrooms or whatever. Okay. A lot of people have this idea in their head that they're going to drastically change their life and they're going to have a new perspective and it's going to help them move forward with whatever is going on. And as far as I know, I haven't checked them myself because personally I don't care that much. As far as I know, there have been, between microdosing, there have been studies showing that, it might be able to help with like PTSD or different traumas, whatever. Under medical supervision, with a therapist diagnosis and a controlled environment, it could potentially help mildly. Right? That's about as strong as the claims get. I'll be real with you. The people that are going to tell you this are not microdosing. Okay? There's nothing micro about it. When these fools drop a quad and then walk into work, there's nothing micro about this. Okay? They're not improving anything. What it will give you is it will give you a shift in perspective, right? If you are looking through your life in your own personal lens, right, it's going to take you outside of your lens and you're going to look at your life as if you weren't you. Okay? This can be beneficial because it's going to give you a level of metacognition, a level of self-awareness to realize that everybody is kind of like you. Everybody has a functioning brain, and by pulling you out of yourself and being able to look down at your own actions, you can realize that. What they don't tell you is because you pull yourself out of your own perspective, when you come back to your own perspective, everything will matter just a little bit less. So when it comes to working harder, when it comes to forging better relationships, when it comes to taking care of family, when it comes to all of these different situations, you literally cannot care like you used to, right? Especially if you repeatedly do like different psychedelics that keep pulling you out of your perspective, you can't care as much because you are no longer as grounded in your own perspective. Your perspective is what makes things that are important to you matter to you. The more psychedelics you do, the further away you go from that. That's not even counting like the other side effects that you might be having from people that might be giving you, imperfect stuff or cutting it or whatever. We're talking in a perfect situation, everything is going to matter less to you. We're not talking about microdosing either. because people love to bring up microdosing. Those same ass people will not be microdosing. Don't be like them. Um, I have seen a lot of psychedelics done in my life. I've seen enough psychedelics done to where I personally would never do them. All right, I've seen a lot of them done. I was, I was outside for real when I was younger. Um, we'll say I may have enabled quite a few people to do these, and I just sat back and witnessed. And I realized that I never, ever, ever wanted to do them. I've had many people near me um, that wanted to, and obviously I had access to it, and I could have helped them out if I wanted to. But if I really cared about anybody, I would never let them do that. And if you guys are young, you probably won't listen to me. You'll probably do your thing. Um, but consider it. Consider if you really, truly hate yourself enough to want to change from where you are. And if you change for the worse and you can't go back, it's over. You're done for. If everything matters too little to you for you to hold anything, you're done. If your health stops mattering, your relationship stops mattering, your money stops mattering, right? These things won't fulfill you in life, but they guide you to what does fulfill you. Be careful with substances, guys, especially psychedelics. I don't know why this is such a serious video. I was just gonna go to bed like 10 seconds ago, but I guess I generally only have this conversation with people I care about. Uh, what? It's a, they're words on deaf ears for the majority, I suppose.